Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. We're up and running then. Out for a throw. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Haaland. That's a good ball out wide. He's picked his way through. And a chance! Goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rafinha, backward it goes. Yamal, Rafinha drives it in. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. Chance! It's in! Right back in the game! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pedri. Look at the space here. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Hakimi. He is through here. Mendes does really well there. He is strong. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Thuram. Rafinha. Thuram.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Pedri! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He is just caressing the ball. Mendes gets it clear. Partey. And it's Arda Güler. He's being urged to shoot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Botman tries to get it clear. Güler. And here's Vinicius Junior. And that's a good ball. And he's in on. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nuno Mendes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Partey. Now it's Haaland. Oh, this takes a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they get themselves in front! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nuno Mendes. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Bruyne. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's a good run down the left. Rafinha, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rafinha really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Yamal. Partey. And Güler. Ambitious ball here. That's a pretty loose pass. And the referee has signalled for half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal gets a good foot in there, and he has been fouled there. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Gabriel. And it's Rice. Nuno Mendes. Foot in. Out of play for a throw. Araujo. And it's Rice. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. De Bruyne. The ball has bounced loose now. Yamal. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ferran Torres, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Chance for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Nuno Mendes. Can he spark a counter here? And he cuts out the supply. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Copenhagen really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now this could be a chance. No, he's not getting past him there. So what can they make of this? Rice. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Now De Bruyne. In with the challenge, and that's gone loose. Garcia chooses to deal with it himself. Marquinhos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Doku. Looking for options for movement. Pass is just off target.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Passing nice and neat. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Copenhagen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Doku. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Looking for the run. Dembele. Nice physical challenge. Doku. This is a promising build-up. Well, this could be it for something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Dembele. Stood up well to him there.
Borussia Dortmund can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. 1 minute to add according to the board. Doku. Now that looks a decent ball. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafinha. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the shot! They've scored! And there is your opener. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Haaland. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Chance, surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again! This their second corner of the game. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Passing nice and neat. Played out to the left flank. And that is well cleared. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And they can counter here. Wits. And it's Pedri. Great vision. Now it's Thuram. Yamal! And it's hoisted clear.
Borussia Dortmund definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Haaland. Yamal. Rice. Rafinha. Now it's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nuno Mendes. Partey. And here's Haaland. Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Rice. Wits has a look and plays it forward. Now it's De Bruyne. Played out towards the right wing. Chance! Mbappe gets flagged offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Nuno Mendes has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo has found the net here, of course. Rice. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Partey. Space for him to turn and look. Haaland is onto this. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Haaland. And Jamal. Araujo. And Botman. Could be danger here. He is through here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Wirtz. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Partey. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Now there's a shot at goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Partey. Nuno Mendes. And he thumps it clear. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it has been tight. It's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half-time, the score is 1-1. And we are back on the way. Rice gets across and deals with it. And the pass is intercepted. Partey. There they go, hunting in packs. And here's Wirtz. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gabriel is offering a Rice smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is good alertness. Van Dijk. Chance here to counter. Hakimi. That has been slung wide. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. Can he finish? And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nuno Mendes. So what can they make of this?
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Pinches it off him. Rafinha. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's a goal kick. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Olise. Frimpong is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Olise picks it up out wide. Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it! And that was very necessary. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Copenhagen really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Fernandez. Good ball, good take. He's beaten the last man. Tries a shot. He's got a goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Borussia Dortmund. Olise! Oh, good finish. With so little time left, grandstand finish. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Haaland.
There they go, hunting again. Copenhagen really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Knocks it into space. Frimpong crosses. Oh, that's neat. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target. The final seconds now. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Frimpong. And that's that. Well, what a game. unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. That's a lovely, neat pass. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hakimi. Partey. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! And it's been hooked away. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Vinicius Junior! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Musiala, Richard, surely! Magnificent from Musiala! A finish right from the top draw. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That's been cut out, well played. Pass somewhat off target. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Vicario gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Yamal aimed beyond the defence.
Copenhagen really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's there to belt it away. Yamal ventures forward. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Borussia Dortmund are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Hakimi. Musiala, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is well cleared. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to make this nice and quick. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Araujo. Yamal.
Copenhagen truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he get on the end of this? And he cuts out the supply. Vicario is there to clear. And he's managed to gift it back. Some resolute defending there. And it's Mendes. Musiala, given the lift of his goal. That's Partey. Yamal with a definite foul there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And he welcomes it in. Oh, nice touch. It's a sweeping cross. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Copenhagen really need to...
Ah, he's given it away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now the delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. Haaland. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rafinha. Now it's Haaland. Chance! Partey. Knocks it into space. Great chance! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Partey. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hakimi. Haaland. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's a good foray he's making. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Rafinha. Rafinha running with the ball. Looking for options for movement. Rafinha. Tries to pass. Big chance! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Arda Güler. Ferran Torres. Rice. Ferran Torres. And it's Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
This their second corner of the game. Oh, good climb! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Hakimi. That's a throw. Nuno Mendes. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Ferran Torres. And the pass is intercepted. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Marquinhos makes the interception. 5 minutes left on the clock. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. It's a promising position. Now here's the delivery. Van Dijk with the clearance. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Chance for a shot! Cleared away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Partey. That's Fitz. Partey. The final seconds now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Thuram. Oh, that's well spotted. So what can they make of this? Plays a sharp little ball here. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. And we are already back underway. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gabriel. And it's Mendes. Partey. That's Fitz. No, he's not getting past him there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Goulet. Gabriel. Frimpong. And it's Arda Goulet. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferran Torres. Vitz. Partey. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ferran Torres. And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. So their fourth corner of the game. Rice goes short. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Neatly clipped into space. Vicario clears. Barella. He won't be happy with that one. Partey. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Van Dijk. To Cancelo. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Wirtz does well to get it back. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Rice is standing over this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Rice! And that was struck with genuine force.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Oh, terrible mistake. Goulet. Wirtz. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely feet. And it's Arda Goulet. Very nicely done. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Frimpong. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fernandez. And it's Van Dijk. João Cancelo. Looking for the run. Oh, he's played it in low. Mendes clears without hesitation. They get a throw in. And it's Fernandez. Engages and forces him off the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Mbappe. He has a look up. And that's been real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. In he goes again! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is the end to 2 hours of action. So after all of that, what can we say?
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. An exchange of stares and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Ferran Torres is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. And he's hit the frame of the goal!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Borussia Dortmund are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Great penalty, outwitted the keeper. So both teams on the board. Goulet, the third man up. Off the crossbar and out.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
We're on to number 3 here. Oh, it's a really good save. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Wirtz is the 4th man to step up. Oh, you're not going to save that.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
So the 4th man in line walking up to the spot. Never in doubt.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Fernandez is the 5th volunteer. That's a good penalty.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
The margin of error is 0. It's in. Pick that one out. And that takes us to sudden death. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
And that will do it.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. So, Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
Copenhagen really must be wondering how different this all could have been had they taken their chances, Peter. But it really was fine margins all round, I suppose. You know, having been on both ends of such results in my career, I can't help but feel for these boys.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.